Get out of here.
Speaking of getting out of here, I somehow managed to really get
good
myself
segue.
a fairly decent segue there. I'm impressed. That's completely unintentional. Rob Liefeld. I like to bag on him as much as I can.
Yes.
I know Sean's kind of like Rob Liefeld again.
God.
God damn it.
Lunatic.
He is. If you follow him on Twitter or even see anything of him on Twitter recently, he's been tweeting stuff about Marvel. He said something about shady business practices, and he kind of the undertones of threatening to sue them. And he even went as far as to tag Iger in the tweet, and it's like, what are you doing, mate? Like, just relax. Then he's been noticeably subtweeting Hickman a lot. And the whole X-Men line, and for a guy that helped bring the downfall of Marvel into bankruptcy in the 90s, he sure seems concerned about the amount of X-Men books at the minute. It's kind of ironic, but
yeah.
How many full covers did you make in the 90s, Rob? But the meat and potatoes of it is he has left Marvel. Everything he's been doing is effectively halted for now. He's not saying like he's gone permanently. He's just kind of like, no, for the minute I'm done. And it's just like something doesn't seem right to me. Like Liefeld's like a notorious my way or the highway guy, and if it's not my way, I will sue you, because he seems to get attorney for everything.
You made my sandwich wrong. I'm suing you.
Pretty much. It's like, the dude left Netflix because he wasn't getting enough money, and now no one else wants to buy his stuff because no one cares about his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Who cares about Youngblood? Who cares about any of that stuff?
Exactly.
Like, too many pouches. That the budget for the shows would be crazy because of the pouches.
I mean, you would have thought like over the years he would have so many pouches he wouldn't need a budget for pouches, but
like you can only do so much like tailoring on a movie set.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. This guy's a lunatic.
He's got a really fragile ego.
Yeah, I mean, he's a snowflake for sure. Yeah. I made sure I tagged that in his.
I was sure. I was like, if he replies, thanks.
No, I was hoping he would say that because he seems to respond to everything else. So I mean, I figured why not?
He's only ever responded to me once, I think, but I haven't got the Liefeld block, so I'm not in that elusive club just yet.
Did he threaten to sue you?
He probably did, to be honest. I don't even think I was being like a dick or anything. It's just like, oh yeah, my attorney will hear about this one. So,
okay, cool. You have physical evidence now. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like he to me, man. Like I've never heard of a person that like talks so much about the past.
Yeah,
like this guy, like he lives in the past. He can't it's like a person that's trying to be as relevant as possible. They try to keep their name in the news cycle. So like you can't rip on, like, how can you rip on Hickman stuff knowing that stuff that you've written or you've been involved with is a massive turd.
Well, did you ever see what he's been tweeting? He's like trying to brag that, he's still the biggest selling X-Men writer of all time. He has the biggest Avengers issue of all time. And it's like, Rob, that doesn't matter. It's actual trash. It's obvious someone's compared, Hickman might have slighted him somehow. I don't know. That's what it feels like. And it's kind of like, is the slight Hickman doesn't want Rob Liefeld on any X-Men book?
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Like. Where's Major X? That was a thing.
That's definitely probably what it is. It's like, Hickman's probably trying to create quality control. Yeah, and something that let's face it, the X-Men hasn't had for the longest time.
Oh no.
And why would you allow someone that is barely draw a human body correctly, and look, man, I'm not gonna say the guy's the worst thing in the world for comics, because I mean
he's close. He's close.
He's number 2 for sure. Yeah. But he's the kind of one of the worst types of people to deal with, because he's like, he's trying to keep as relevant as possible. And that means he will sit there and talk trash about people all the time, you know. And like he doesn't seem to face the reality that he has some flaws himself. And like, you know, just because you drew a popular character or you created a popular character, he didn't create Deadpool. He didn't fully create Deadpool.
I was literally about to say that. Like, yes, fair enough. Deadpool was made by him, and I'm completely blanking on the artist.
Fabian Nazia or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Like, you know, fair play. They made the concept of Deadpool. Deadpool wasn't popularized until the next run.
That's exactly.
Joe Kelly?
Joe Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, that's when Deadpool exploded. So you didn't kind of really make Deadpool. You gave someone an idea for Deadpool. And even then, you stole Deadpool from Deathstroke.
Exactly.
So,
well, I mean, like you said, like look at the character he created and look at the character now. The character and created he character are two different things, you know. Like the character that him and Fabian created didn't have the personality.
It was literally just a generic merc.
Yeah, he could have been all black, and it would have been the same thing. Yeah, like there's like the, you know, like, but he can't let go of the past. He has to rehash things, and like he lives off the coattail of one thing. Yeah, and
in fact, speaking of not being able to like let go of the past, he's literally done this before with Marvel. To the point where they had to change the names of like everything he made. So like Deadpool wasn't called Deadpool. I think Cable was called Soldier X.
Yeah.
Or Deadpool was Soldier X. If people remember that, that was all because he did, you know, something at Marvel happened and he didn't like it, so he went and tried to sue. Like, he literally just rehashes everything he ever does.
Yeah, and I couldn't blame any creator that doesn't want to work with the guy because it doesn't seem like he brings that much to the table.
Oh no! Like him announcing he's leaving Marvel, nothing of value was lost. Yeah. Absolutely nothing. No.
And like, I don't know, man. Like the guy is just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm sure the company is like, calm down, Rob. Calm down. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, like.
But I want the X-Men. Either that, or they're trying to say like House of X and Powers of 10 is the biggest selling X-Men thing ever. And he's like, no. That's my numbers. I'll have you know. And that's all it was. Like.
You probably nailed it on the head. So that would definitely fracture that ego he has, you know, like, because he's had that. And like, to be fair, it was a high. When he was on, it was a pretty high number. But that's the past, though. The things change.
Like sure, like his stuff sold millions, but like it doesn't matter.
Like it happens. I mean, like, but that's the problem. He just can't let go of it. He can't. He's not I don't think he's a true creator because he's not like going, okay, I can do this again. You know, he just wants to ride the coattails of like,
I've done my bit. Like, you know, I've forever tried it.
And I would not. I don't consider him a creator. I just consider him a flash in the pan. And you can quote me on that. Like, the guy hasn't improved anything, you know. Like, his art still sucks.
Still can't draw it.
Bad, you know. Like I don't know, man. Like,
the only thing about his art that's gotten better is the colorist.
I mean, you could. I'm sure he's trying to take credit for that too. But
that was I got them, so I get credit for it.
But yeah, like I would kind of. I would encourage people to follow this guy just to watch a person. Like, if you want to watch a person slowly lose their mind and like
he's
ramble
a real
off,
good follower on Twitter for that.
it's almost worth to give him the numbers just to every once in a while get like some lunatic, you know, rant. You know, it's kind of entertaining to watch this guy just start talking. You know, like, you know, I've seen interviews like on tape, and it's like, oh my God, does this guy think he's still in 1990? And like,
it makes me laugh. Tristan went to a con in LA recently, and he was literally shoved in the corner of Artist Alley. It's kind of like, yeah, that's where you deserve, Rob. You know, go in the back in the corner.
that's where the insane people are being kept. You know?
go to the toilets. You know, all the
like,
shit stays.
we're just gonna put you in this corner where everybody else is like over here. You know, we're gonna separate the sane people and the crazy people. Like,
we'll put Hickman up front because Hickman's good.
He kind of makes Frank Miller's like racist rants feel like, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like he's definitely on par with that time in Frank.
I was gonna say he's giving people a run for their money.
Yeah, it's just funny though. I mean, it's kind of sad and funny at the same time. It's sad to see this guy like live kind of a delusional life.
Yeah,
like it's like he sees something that no one else can see, you know, and like he sees that he's like he's even said that he's I don't know, he feels like he's worth more than he actually is. It's like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and from what I heard,
when you know, when you help tank Marvel and you get kicked out of Image, like,
I mean, he's lucky Marvel even wants to work with that guy, man. Like,
that's true. And you know, Sapolsky's only doing it because Sapolsky likes the 90s and Rob Liefeld sells variants. That's it.
I was gonna say he's the king of 90s, man. Yeah. He is like pouches. I feel like pouches and like little bottom halves of people. Like Liefeld's a guy, man. Like he's the pouch.
Broken spines on women and, you know, with lack of internal organs. Like, yeah, fantastic art, bro. Yeah.
It's like you're wearing a tourniquet around your waist and it's just squeezing the life out of you.
It's like, oh, look, everyone literally looks the same. This is fantastic.
I don't know, man. I think this is probably for the best for them.
Yeah.
Just, you know, like, who wants... Like, when you get down to it, like, he's kind of painted himself into a corner with a lot of people because nobody wants to deal with it. Nobody wants to work with him. That's why nobody wants to work with this guy. It's like, because he's just that egotistical.
He's just Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully we find out what this shady business practices quote he's talking about are. You know, he says something about I'm certain he said something about inflating numbers. And it's like, well, the X-Men legacy numbering is wrong. That's technically inflated. So is that what you're talking about? Like, is it the amount of copies sold? Just like, what are you talking about?
I don't even think this guy knows what he's talking about. I think he's just spouting off words.
Yeah, he's throwing stuff out of wall and seeing for sticks.
Yeah. But, he's that guy that's in a tinfoil hat yelling about the world's gonna end.
Absolutely. He is
the end is nigh.
Who's the InfoWars guy?
Oh,
I can't think of his name.
Oh man, I know what you're talking about. Like,
how can I forget his name?
It's because he hasn't been in the news lately. Because he's.
I was saying, how can you forget an icon of memes? Like, I handed my Twitter card right now.
I will Google this guy now. Oh, Alex Jones. He's the Alex Jones of the comic world.
Yeah, 100%. If you're not Liefeld, you are subhuman scum. Like,
That's probably the best representation you could possibly come up with, man. Like we could just stop the conversation now, and like, that's an explanation point.
Oh, yeah. Like, we will. I peaked in the Liefeld talk, so we will move on from that one.